One.
Hello, I'm Abdullah.
And I'm Oki.
And we're from HSI Katie. Today we're going to be explaining the functions and how the pig's kidney works. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the functions and components of the pig's kidney. So first off, we have the capsule. The capsule encases the kidney with thick flesh. Okay. And then we have the renal cortex, the outer layer of the kidney where most of the filtration of blood takes place. It contains the renal corpuscles and renal tubules, which are essential for the formation of urine. And then we have the renal medulla, the inner part of the kidney, composed of renal pyramids where urine is formed and collected before it passes into the renal pelvis. And then we have the renal papilla, the apex of the renal pyramid, through which urine flows into the renal pelvis. And then we have column. The renal columns also serve to divide the kidney into 6 to 8 lobes and provide a supportive framework for vessels that enter and exit the cortex.
What?
Okay, so this is the second section of the pig's dissection function. And basically we're gonna have first the major calyx, which is the larger branches of the renal pelvis that collects urine from the renal pyramids and delivers it to the major calyx. And then we have the minor calyx, smaller cup-like structures that collect urine from the renal pyramids, and deliver it to the major calyx. And then we have the renal pyramids, triangular-shaped structures in the renal medulla that contain tubules and collecting ducts responsible for transporting urine toward the renal pelvis. And then we have the arcuate artery, which provides arterial blood supply to adjacent muscles of the foot, marsupial bones, and toes. And then we have the arcuate veins, which deliver blood supply to the renal capsule. And then we have the interlobar artery blood supply to renal capsule. And then there's the interlobar vein that drains to the renal lobes. All right, stop. So now we have the third stage to the pig's kidney functions. So first we have the hilus, which helps in the transportation of materials throughout the body. Then we have the renal artery, which helps the blood vessels that carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the kidneys, supplying it with nutrients and oxygen for its metabolic functions. And then we have the renal vein. The renal vein helps blood vessels carry deoxygenated blood from the kidneys back to the circulatory system. Then we have the renal pelvis. The renal pelvis is a funnel-shaped structure in the center of the kidney that collects urine from the renal pyramids before it passes into the ureter. And then we have the sinus. Sinuses secrete mucus to protect against infection and humidify the air you breathe before it reaches the lungs. And lastly, we have the ureter, a tube that carries urine from the renal pelvis to the urinary bladder. And that's all for our vocabulary today. Thank you for watching and subscribe.